What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. What's up? I'm here, I'm back. It's MILXNAKE with the broken headphones. I'm back. How's it going? So today I thought that I could work on a song for a client. Basically he wants me to add on to his already made track, and basically I'm going to be adding a little breakdown section, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. This is a little future bass breakdown section because you know I love future bass. Kind of part of my past and my lore, to be honest. But as always, if you guys do want any services from me before we start, you can head over to my website. The link is in the bio. I can do a mix, a master, or a production like this, or even if you'd like to learn how to play guitar, I can also do you a lesson. All right, let's get into this. Yeah guys, so I'm going to show you how I made this future bass breakdown. I also would like to actually add this part but in a lower register, hold on, in the octave below. So I'm going to do that real quick actually. I think it would sound super cool. I'm just going to bounce this in place. Over here I'm going to type in monster vocal because there's this really cool monster vocal bit thing that Logic has. It's just a preset. I'm going to go right here. Okay, so the first thing I did was I felt like I needed some pads, so I went to Serum and I made some, well, I actually dragged in some really cool pads. This one is called Colors. Played in the chords there, and then I decided that I needed another layer of synth. Obviously I had sidechained this as well, by the way. I've sidechained it to my kick, but more on that later. Then I added this synth called Jelly, and it's playing the exact same kind of pattern. Yeah, just super cute. I wanted to layer up that synth, and I liked that it wasn't oscillating kind of wop, 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 because it really took me back to like 2016, and it's just so nostalgic, and it adds a really cool layer to your synth sound kick. We've got the double layered kick here. I did use my favorite New Art kick that I always use to layer on top of my regular kick. This is the sound of the regular kick that I chose, and this is it with the layered kick on top. I think it just adds that kind of like distorted feel that the kids know and love. I did use that as a sidechain trigger once I bounced it out as an audio track. Then we've got an 808. I wanted to switch up the original feel that the original producer artist gave me, because in the original song it was very like bass guitar, very funky. Let me show you. So I wanted to switch it up from that kind of chilled funk vibe to a more 808 cool laid back vibe. So I chose just the regular 808. I'm making use of the octave slides there using the bass. I like to do a bass line that has like octave, the slides that a real bassist would do. Oh, I decided to bring back the original piano from the start of the song. I thought it could be cute to have it in the second half of this breakdown, so I did add it in. It's very subtle, just sat there in the background. If you listen really closely, then you might be able to hear it, just as a little extra Easter egg for the listeners who have listened through the whole track to get to this breakdown. And we have the vocal that was in the original part of the track. It's obviously pitched down now because I just did that on camera, but here we have the two parts. They've just got like reverb on them, and I've taken out a bit of the low end there as well. I thought to transition into this part of the song we could have like a da-da-da-da-da-da, you know, like the monkey in the Dairy Milk advert. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Phil Collins. So I decided to add these two fills off of Splice. They are like matched to the beat now, so there's no need to fiddle with them, but yeah, I kind of laid them on top of each other. This Oliver one has distortion and Valhalla reverb on it. Let's just listen to it without it. Wow, it really makes a difference when you put something fat on a track. Definitely wanted it to be bouncy and be like, okay, we're going into like an EDM kind of futuristic future bass feel now. And then I just added some percussion. These are some hats. Hi-hats. Hi-hats are hi-hats, guys. Like, you don't have to be crazy. You don't have to make a hi-hat beat if you don't want to. It's pretty time consuming. Then I chose the snare. Now, I was struggling to choose the snare, but I decided to choose one more like a clap sound. It's got like a little chain sound underneath it as well, which I thought was really interesting. I wanted it to be nostalgic for that 2016 future bass vibe, guys. I'm literally obsessed with it. And then I just added a reverb snare every other beat that the snare plays. Got a little hey, I wanted to add a little swaggy hook, hook in the background. You know what I'm saying. And then I just added another sweep down. This is my favorite one. It's the Cashmere one. Shout out Cashmere if you're watching. Don't know why you would be. And it's sidechain. Oh, I also added the original bass line back in, but I took out a load of the low end. You can do this by using a multiband compressor and also an EQ if you would like, so that the original bass and the new 808 do not clash. Let me show you together. They can coexist within the same track and not clash if you just tweak the frequencies a little bit, and they will sit fine together. I think it can be controversial when people use more than one bass or more than one instrument in the same frequency, but you guys just have to EQ it. Everything is sidechained. Everything is always sidechained because that's my favorite thing to do ever in the history of life. That is how I made this breakdown for this song that I'm working on with a client. Let me know if you fuck with the future bass sound or not, and if you found it helpful. Mix, master, production, you can hire me in the bio, girly. I would love to work on your song and I'd be honored. Who knows, maybe your song will be featured in the next video. Alright guys, see you in the next one. Stay slaying. Bye.